Oh, and it knocked away. Bell attacking off the dribble. What a flip to Harris.
Too quick, too athletic, too unselfish right now. The nation's #1 team is playing like it.
15-point lead for Gonzaga, their biggest of the game.
Mike Hart doing a sensational job defensively against Matthew Dellavedova, following him all over the floor.
Once again, the double team. Dellavedova fights his way through. The extra pass. Levesque didn't shoot the three. Goes to the basket to draw a foul.
And that'll be the third foul if it's on Kelly Olynyk. No, they're going to call that one on Harris. They call it on Harris. It'll be his second.
Timeout here in Las Vegas, and Gonzaga looking like the #1 team that they are. Harris and company starting to take it to the Gales. Already advancing into the NCAA tournament.
Well, and of course, St. Mary's, they've knocked off both those two teams, Harvard and Creighton, during the course of the regular season. And if the Gales are to lose this game, their strength of schedule comes into play. Jimmy Dykes and I were talking about this on Twitter earlier today. Are they safe or not? Lenardi has them in at about a 10 line right now in the NCAA tournament. 124, 160 kind of strength of schedule, depending upon what you're looking at. And the Gales were looking to have a strong performance against the Zags tonight. And even in a loss, you want to still look good. And you see the strength of schedules at 127, 19-2 in the last 21 games. Bad losses to Pacific and Georgia Tech that both took place, by the way, in November.
Well, St. Mary's misses 2 free throws. Bo Levesque at the line missed them both. And the Gales starting to come apart here. Still 15+ to go. St. Mary's had a spirited comeback earlier this year against Gonzaga. But they can't wait much longer to get that comeback started. Harris didn't get great position. Olynyk threw it out of bounds. Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham here in Las Vegas. 15-14 to go. Gonzaga undefeated in the regular season in the WCC. Impressive non-conference resume, and trying to blitz through the WCC tournament for another conference championship. Vitas Petroulis, who does not play much at all, is in for St. Mary's. So Randy Bennett just searching for something. Levesque missed the point-blank shot. Waldo missed the tip. Holt comes away with the ball. Levesque going to try it again. No, had it poked away. He's got to get out of the lane. He did. Good defense on Waldo. Olynyk snatches it away.
Yeah, Bo Levesque a little tentative on that drive. Didn't go in with great confidence.
Pangos the touchback pass. No good on the three. Levesque launches his three way short. It's been a tough game for Bo Levesque, who's a key player for St. Mary's. Olynyk one-on-one spin move. Foul.
The Zags are just overpowering St. Mary's in every facet of the game right now. They're getting higher quality looks underneath. And we talked about it already, touched on it, a finalist for the John R. Wooden Award. And Kelly Olynyk, you see his efficiency field goal percentage at 66% essentially. Points per 40 minutes, 27%. And he has had a great season. He's grown his hair out, hasn't got a haircut in a long, long time. They said at the end of the season he will cut his hair, and he'll give it to Locks for Love. And just a great young man that represents Gonzaga University in a great way.
Having a big championship game. 5 of 7 from the field. 15 points, 9 rebounds. Make it 16. Gonzaga extends their biggest lead. Now up by 17. The field goal shooting in the second half, more of what we saw in the first. Here's a three right side, high arcing shot. Waldo fouled going for the offensive rebound. Petrulis missed the outside shot, but a foul against Stockton.
Pretty clean second half here. That's only a third foul called combined between the two teams. Randy Bennett looking at his bench and looking for answers.
He's tried just about everything in this game, and since the midway point of the first half, nothing's worked. Waldo runner, no good. The Gales are all out of sorts. What a bounce pass. Oh!
I'm not even waiting. Hashtag it right now. SC top 10. Kelly Olynyk putting on a clinic, and the nation's #1 team is pulling away at the West Coast Conference Championship.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
If this is the first time you've seen them play all season long and you're watching this game and you ask yourself the question, do they have the athleticism, the size, and the strength to compete with anybody in the country? The answer is yes.
Well, that was pretty spectacular. Let's look at it again.
In transition, so good, beautiful touch pass, and Brad Waldo. Nothing he could do. The elevation and the flush by Olynyk. Big time play.
That's part of what makes him great, his ability to get out of the open floor and run. And if you think he's not a great athlete, I think that would at least be a piece of evidence to convince you otherwise.
There could have been a foul on that play as well. What a play by Olynyk.
6 of 8 shooting for his 18 points. So 8 field goal attempts. He's got 18 and 9 in the game.
And this sold-out crowd at the Orleans Arena is on their feet as much of Spokane and the Kennel has arrived.
Young up top. Holt jumper. And he gets another one. Stephen Holt is playing well.
Well, one player, though, cannot beat the #1 ranked team in the country. Holt's got 19 of the 36.
Foul on Hodgson, away from the ball, trying to play post defense against Olynyk. The one thing about Olynyk all year long as the season's going on, teams more and more keying on him. We saw BYU be ultra physical against Olynyk, and he every time has responded. He has not backed down when teams have played him as physically as they have.
21 points in the second half at Oklahoma State in a big win. Oklahoma State 14th in the country. They beat Kansas State on a neutral floor.
And an elite defensive team. Bad pass by Bell. St. Mary still has some time to keep this from turning into a Gonzaga party in Las Vegas. Hodgson missed the wide open look. That pass goes off the backboard, and it came to Olynyk. It's been that kind of night for the Zags. I'm not sure what that was. Harris, Dellavedova played good help defense that time.
When you get a stop, if you're going to try to whittle this thing down, though, you got to get higher percentage looks at this end of the floor.
Hodgson has had a couple of great looks. This time he hits.
No hesitation that time on the jumper. The first time he turned, face, and waited. You can't wait right now. It's go time if you're a Gale.
Lead down to 15.
The other aspect is you've got to get stops on multiple possessions. What kind of streak can you put together in stops at this end of the floor?
Olynyk 3. In and out, no good. So Hodgson giving the Gales something off the bench. And St. Mary's has a chance to get a little momentum. Extra pass. Petrulis 3. Good.
And now the lead's back down to 12. They've got 2 stops in a row. And Mark Few's going to call a timeout and settle his team right back down.
So St. Mary's not going away. Still plenty of time for Randy Bennett and his Gales. 11:20 to go. The lead was 19. It's down to 12.
Hodgins has made a difference in this game. He's playing a little bit more aggressive, a little bit better toughness right now, adding a different dimension to the team.
We're here in Las Vegas. Elite matchup, Gonzaga and St. Mary's, and some stars have come out to see this one. Pat Riley, Heat president's been here all the way through. And another great part of that Celtics-Lakers rivalry, president of the Celtics, now rivals in the Eastern Conference. Danny Ainge is here. And the Hall of Famer himself, John Stockton, watching his kid play for the Zags. So that's some basketball royalty.
An amazing group of people that have converged onto Las Vegas this week, and in particular to watch the nation's #1 team. I mean, you look at Kelly Olynyk, he has the potential to be maybe a mid-first round pick in the NBA draft if he made the decision to come on out.
So not just for entertainment purposes, Danny Ainge, Pat Riley.
Well, and if you're the Heat and if you're the Celtics and you figure to be drafted in that middle to late first round, you're going to take a look at a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
Harris off the dribble. Elias Harris scores.